Thank you, Ms. Knorr. Every lasting landmark deserves a moment of dedication. The Liberty Tree that stands before us came to Schuylkill County through the vision and generosity of the Pennsylvania Freemasons in partnership with the America 250 PA. It is therefore a distinct honor to invite the Tamaqua Mosne City Lodge number 238 to formally dedicate this park. Representing the lodge is Senior Warden Travis Mosne. Please welcome him.
Thank you very much. Let it be known that on this 4th day of July in the year 2026, and in celebration of the 250th anniversary of the United States of America, we, the residents of the borough of Tamaqua and the people of Greater Schuylkill County, do hereby dedicate the Tamaqua Liberty Tree Park. May this park forever serve as the honored home of Schuylkill County's Liberty Tree, graciously bestowed upon our country by the Pennsylvania Masons. Let it stand as a lasting symbol of freedom, unity, and the enduring ideals of liberty, justice, and the pursuit of happiness. We dedicate this sacred place as a memorial to the women and men whose courage, sacrifice, and steadfast commitment during the American Revolution secured the blessings of liberty for generations to come. May all who gather here remember their service and renew their commitment to the principles upon which our nation was founded. We also acknowledge with gratitude the indigenous people who first called this land home, honoring their enduring connection to this place and their stewardship of it long before our own time. Likewise, we give thanks to all those who have since cared for and preserved this land, so that it may continue to inspire future generations. May the Tamaqua Liberty Tree Park forever be a place of remembrance, reflection, education, and welcome. A place where the story of our nation's founding is honored, where freedom is celebrated, and where the spirit of liberty continues to flourish among the tulip poplar tree that stands at its center. And now, having dedicated this place to service of country and community, let us now ask in benediction for the blessing of divine providence upon this park, upon all who gather here, and upon our nation. Join me in prayer. Divine providence, known by many names and by many peoples, as we gather around this Liberty Tree seedling, we give you thanks for this land and for all the people who have called it home across countless generations. We acknowledge with humility the indigenous people who first walked these lands, cared for these forests and rivers, and whose wisdom, resilience, and culture continue to shape this nation today. May we honor their history, not only with words, but with justice, respect, and reconciliation. Nature's God, whose hand is seen in beauty of creation and in the dignity of every human life. We give you thanks for those who labored, sacrificed, and struggled for liberty and independence, for our nation's founders and dreamers, for soldiers and servants, for advocates of freedom and equality, and for all who have worked across these 250 years to build a nation of hope and opportunity. Creator of all, as we commemorate this 250th anniversary of the United States of America, grant us courage to learn from the past, wisdom to meet the challenges of the present, and compassion to care for one another as one people. Strengthen the bonds that unite us across differences of background, belief, and experience. Supreme Judge of the world, guide this nation in ways of justice, truth, and unity. May liberty be guided by justice, freedom, be tempered with responsibility, and patriotism be rooted in love of neighbor and care for the common good of all people living in our democratic republic. Now we ask you to bless this community park, our community of Tamaqua, our patchwork quilt of a nation, and all those who seek peace and dignity for every human person. And may the hope we carry today endure for generations yet to come, so that future children may gather in freedom beneath trees like this one another 250 years from now. We ask all those things through the one who is, who was, and who continues to be. Amen.
Thank you, Travis. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude, there are two final orders of business. First, I call to your attention one of the newest additions of our community. Across the street, you'll find a table for Sweet Inclusion, a local enterprise that provides meaningful employment opportunities for individuals with disabilities while serving up delicious fruit smoothies. I encourage you to stop by, learn more about their mission of inclusion, opportunity, and empowerment, and support this wonderful Tamaqua success story. I think appropriately enough, the drink that they are serving today is the red, white, and blueberry smoothie.
You're here.
Lastly, at the beginning of today's ceremony, I asked you a question. Why are there no knock-knock jokes about America? And I promised I would reveal that answer before we departed. However, after hearing from our essay contest winner earlier today, I realized there's probably somebody up here that's better qualified to answer that question than I am. So I turn once again to Angelique Ramirez, our essay contest winner. Angelique, what is the answer to the question, why are there no knock-knock jokes about America?
The answer is because freedom rings.
That's exactly right. Freedom does ring, and may the sound of freedom continue to ring for generations to come. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today. Enjoy the remainder of your Independence Day. Travel safe, and God bless America.